Jesus.
Well, I don't know where Jesus was. That's what I'm saying.
So Jesus cannot be God. If you believe Jesus is God,
But in the New Testament, it says, before Abraham was, I am.
Okay, so Mark.
So therefore, we can take from that.
That's not my question. My question was to you.
He was with God in the beginning.
So when God,
even before Abraham.
Okay, when God was saying to kill babies and children, was that Jesus speaking or someone else?
You've got two choices. You've got God.
No, I've got. You've got.
No, everyone's got.
No, I'm not. Because I don't believe Jesus is God.
I'll explain it for why. I'll explain it for why.
Go on.
Because you either accept God, or as you guys accept Allah, or you accept atheism. You've got two choices.
No, it's not that. It's not. You either accept Jesus was God and he's the one who said kill babies and children, or reject Jesus to be God.
So can we believe, right, that God would ask people to kill other people?
Don't ask me a question, I'm asking you.
That's the question.
No, the question I'm asking you, in the Old Testament, God said kill babies and children. My question to you, who is that Jesus? If it's not Jesus, therefore Jesus cannot be God.
Okay, so if you came to me and said, right, I'm going to get on the 148 bus, God told me to get on the 148 bus. Do I believe you're telling the truth, or do I believe you're lying?
That was not my question, though.
No, but that's what it is.
Rob, I'm asking you
We have
question.
to either believe what these people are telling us, or we reject it as lies.
No.
That's simple as that.
Don't impose it on me, because I don't believe everything in the Old Testament. I'm a Muslim.
I don't believe anything.
You are drowning in your own problem, Rob. Because Rob, you approach me now, you are facing big problem.
Yeah,
you approach me.
You are as well. We both.
No, Rob.
I would say you are as
well.
Rob,
listen to me. Rob, listen. My question, please, answer. You start with honesty. People, please don't smile.
I'll go on with honesty.
Okay.
I'll go on with honesty.
Alhamdulillah. So, Rob, my question to you. You said to me, but that was not Jesus in the New Testament. So when God said to kill babies and children in the Old Testament, was that Jesus? That's the question. If that was not Jesus, therefore Jesus cannot be God. Because the God that spoke in the Old Testament is someone else. And that disproved Jesus to be God. So you have two choices here.
So if you look at, say for example, the Amalekites. The Amalekites attacked the Exodus coming out of Egypt. So they were enemies of the Jews. And God said, go and take revenge. So that was a revenge killing.
Babies
so
revenge.
For those people,
no, Rob, quote Bible correctly.
So for those people who were coming out of the Exodus, of course they had enemies before they reached the land of Israel.
Rob, you misquote the Bible.
You know?
And let me help you to quote the Bible.
So really, all I can say is God was allowing them to destroy their enemies.
Rob.
That's the only logical way I can
No problem. So Rob, according to you, babies are enemies.
Not according to me.
According to the Bible, babies are enemies.
If God has told someone to get rid of those babies, then there's nothing I can do about that.
So therefore,
I either accept the Bible as truth or not, and that's simple as that.
So tell me, how is logical for you to come and try to criticize Islam when you believe that it's okay for God to say kill babies and children for something they never done? So you are here standing in front of camera, justifying the killing of babies and children, and you have a gut to come speak about against Islam.
Well, I mean, look, if you want to look at hadiths, there's hadiths where...
Name one who kill babies and children.
I think there was a pregnant woman was feeding...
That's not true, it's authentic.
No, not pregnant, she was feeding her baby, and they came along and they killed the woman.
And
there was a young boy, he was doing something, and
no, you're just making up things.
No, this is two
No. First of all, let us deal with the first thing. Look, Rob.
I mean, there's plenty of people that Muhammad had either tortured or killed, and we got that in the hadith.
Rob, let me be straightforward, even for the sake of argument, Rob. Yeah. Do you have a problem with Prophet Muhammad who's killing people?
Well, yeah, anybody who's killing other people, right? If they're saying that they're sanctioned by God, then I'm going to question that as an automatic thing.
So when Moses killed babies and children, why not question it?
I do.
So you're not Christian. You have doubt about Christianity.
No. Just because I question it doesn't mean to say I'm not accepting that God.
Okay.
You
now,
see what I'm saying?
Now look. Now what's my point? My point. Your criteria is the Bible, correct?
Yeah, sure.
So your criteria for what is good, what is bad, what is
bearing in mind I live by New Testament.
But allow me to finish. So your criteria, what is good, what is bad, is the Bible, correct?
Well, I live by New Testament now.
I understand that, but I'm saying, okay, for the New Testament, your criteria is the New Testament.
Yeah, I'd say that's a lot of the rules that I live by. Yeah.
Would you use the New Testament to go against the Old Testament?
All I know is that the killing.
I'm not asking you that, bro. Come.
Stop. No,
I'm asking you, do
I've
you
got
use
to
the New
answer-
Testament
I've
as a
got to answer
criteria?
in this way. I've got to answer in this
Go on.
way. The killing stopped in the New Testament, where Jesus said you've got to love your enemies.
Is it
So
serious?
everything stopped. All the killing stopped.
So-
and then the next thing I know, I'm looking at the Quran, 9111, and the killings come back
You
again.
keep jumping to the
God,
Quran.
you're getting me confused.
No, God's not
Allah,
getting
God,
confused.
you're
You're
getting me
confusing.
you know.
Okay, when Jesus come back, he's not gonna kill.
Well, no. If people attack him,
What he's gonna do?
he's going to defend himself.
What he's gonna do? To kill them?
If people attack him,
Yes. What he's gonna do?
if people attack him,
Yes.
and they declare themselves as his enemy, he's going
Yes.
to defend himself.
By killing them.
Well, I don't. If that's what it takes, I suppose.
If you fight someone, you're not gonna brush his hair.
No, if that's what it takes, I suppose. You're
Of
right,
course.
you know.
So now, when Jesus is gonna come, if Jesus will return today, you're gonna get more confused then.
No, like I say,
Okay. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
my prophet.
That's why I don't like.
Jesus,
Can we have time,
has
please? Can someone
told
time?
me- has told me
Because you don't allow me to finish
to
my
love
point.
your enemies.
And hi to your mother.
No.
Yeah, in the Old Testament,
he's-
go
no,
to
he's
New Testament,
You
look.
know what he's saying by that? He's saying that you should take time to leave your family and go and do his work. So you shouldn't just have too much love for your family that you wouldn't leave your family and go and do that work.
So you finish that. Please let me finish my point. For people to understand, he approached me, and he said he has a problem with killing. Okay, that in the Quran. But in the Quran, clearly Allah mentions Surah Al-Mumtahina, categorize the non-believers into two categories. Allah said in the Quran clearly, if someone can get me Surah Al-Mumtahina translation. As for those, na'am, who never fight you because of your religion, and never took you out from your houses, then be good to them, be kind to them. Look what Allah is categorizing. However, as for those who try to kill you because of your religion, who are they? The enemies. He said to me, he has no problem for Jesus to fight against enemies. But he has a problem when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ fight against enemies. Just as America, when America kill innocent people, they are the heroes. But if someone else do it, they are the terrorists. Terrorists all the time, correct?
Yeah.
When,
in Surah
Rob,
9:29,
I haven't finished my point. Rob, I haven't finished my point.
Muhammad declares
Look, clearly.
Christians and Jews as the enemies.
No, not like that. No. Rob, behave. Please. Rob, clearly people can see you getting the. I know it's a bit hot. I understand that. So now he said, look what I said. Allah clearly mentioned that. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu in the hadith, he said in the war, in a war, some people they justify it by killing innocent people. That's just what Americans did to Iraqis by killing innocent people, children. Now they justify it. But Prophet Muhammad sallallahu said, in a war, you're not allowed to kill children, or a woman, or even the priest in his temple.
Yeah.
Look at the message clear. But my man here, he's a problem now, which I'm gonna put him in a big problem now.
Come on, Rob.
Rob, no, no, inshallah. Rob, my question to you: who is more merciful and more loving
Jesus.
and more caring? Hit me, I'm finished. More loving and more caring. Jesus as God or Jesus as human?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jesus as
Jesus never had a sex slave, so.
no, wait. Jesus as God said to Moses to kill a woman. Brothers, please. If you cannot handle it, you can leave. Na'am, barakallahu fikum. He said Jesus as God and Jesus as human, they are both more caring, more love. But we know no one is more merciful than God. Correct?
Well,
Silence. I like silence
No,
sometimes.
obviously.
You know what it means? Adhan al-Maghrib.
Give me a
It's Adhan for
second.
breaking
Okay,
fast.
Give me a second.
Come on.
I would say that if you look at the New Testament, Jesus was just equally as merciful.
No, I didn't ask that. You're missing my question. My
You know,
question
to
Rob,
people
here.
as God.
Rob, don't ask a question if I ask.
He was merciful because he died on the cross as well.
Look, listen. When Jesus was in the New Testament, he was a human, correct? In the New Testament, he was a human.
Yeah, he took a human form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But before New Testament, he was God. In the Old Testament, he was God.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So who is more caring, more loving, more merciful, without any doubt, God, more than anyone else?
No.
But when Jesus was God,
Jesus is-
sorry.
Jesus is
When
loving
Jesus,
as well. One
yeah, I understand. It's more loving.
It's the
Something he
same.
doesn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Something
Yeah.
I want to
It's the
say he doesn't know.
Yeah,
about
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's the same.
But-
It's the same.
don't
Okay,
know.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
now,
it's okay.
so Jesus as God and Jesus as human, they are
Just tell
equal.
him something he doesn't know.
Jesus as God and Jesus as human.
Yeah, they are equal.
Equal to God.
Yeah.
Well, you see the reason I would say that there might be a difference is because Satan took Jesus into the wilderness and tempted him, whereas I don't think Satan could have done that with the Father. Could he tempted the Father, God?
So Jesus is lesser than God the Father.
Well, yeah, the New Testament says Jesus made himself lesser than the angels.
God or human? In human form or in God form?
Well, that's just a kind of a straw man argument.
No.
Straw man question.
Listen carefully. Jesus as God, is he equal to the Father?
No. Well, yeah.
So he cannot be God, because if he God higher than him.
After he came off the cross, what did he say? I've been given all the authority in heaven and earth.
Can someone answer my question? Jesus as God, is he equal to the Father? If you having doubts.
After the cross,
Let me
he
have it.
said, I've been given all authority in heaven and earth.
Okay, Jesus as
So
human.
in that time, then I would argue yes, but before that time, I would probably say no.
So God was deficient, cannot be God anymore. Jesus cannot be God, because from God's nature,
No,
cannot be deficient.
hold on. In the New Testament, it says Jesus was made lower than the angels for a time. I think it says for a time.
I don't want to go
for
off
a
topic.
time.
Remember, my main topic about
Okay,
killing.
that's my answer.
Okay,
That's my
Rob, no
answer.
problem. What everyone can understand, the Christians, when they speak to the Muslims, they say, no, Jesus in the New Testament, he said, love your enemies. So they want to make Jesus in the New Testament as if he's more caring, more loving when he was God. Because when you go to the Old Testament, Jesus was God in the Old Testament, correct? But in the Old Testament it says, kill babies, slaughter them, and children. So my question to you,
Okay,
you
yeah.
are so embarrassed of your
No,
God
no,
when he
bring
was in
the
the
point,
Old
bring the
Testament.
point, bring the point.
My point here is, I have respect, it's time for Maghrib, that you as a Christian missionaries, you have no leg to stand on to criticize our beloved Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam, because you have in your own book say kill babies, kill children, kill women.
In the Old
A prophet-
Testament.
that was Jesus, correct?
Jesus
Was
completely
that Jesus?
changed that.
Was that Jesus?
And my problem with
Rob, was that
Muhammad
Jesus?
is that Muhammad
He's
came
not answering.
and turned
Was
it
that
back
Jesus?
to the days of the Old Testament when things were improving. Why?
No, was that Jesus when he said kill babies and children in the Old Testament?
No.
So Jesus not God then? So which God was speaking in the Old Testament?
Well, Jesus was not mentioned as saying that.
So which God was speaking in the Old Testament?
God the Father was mentioned as saying that.
So who is more loving, God the Father or Jesus?
Well, they're both loving.
So
equally.
okay, good. So when God the Father was saying to kill babies and children, was he all loving as well?
God
Make adhan for Maghrib.
allowed for that killing to take place.
I'm not asking you God allow it or not. I'm a question because you are saying
Just
because
like Muhammad
Just like
allowed
Muhammad.
his companions
so now
to torture and kill people.
Rob, no, Rob. Hey, wait. Rob, let me ask you. You believe Prophet Muhammad is the false prophet?
Yes.
So you cannot justify your problem
There's no
with someone who is a false
reason
prophet.
that he
So
should-
you can give us
The
a logical
Quran
argument.
should bring back killing after we've
He
been
is not,
told
ikhwa.
from two major prophets, thou shalt not kill.
Who said that?
Surah 9:111.
No, he said don't kill. Who said don't kill?
Jesus, peace be upon
Which
him,
himself killed?
and Moses.
Which himself killed people as well?
Yeah, I agree that Moses.
Allah-
Maybe
Bro,
that's why the tablet
Allah-
was
look.
broken. Maybe that's why the tablet was
Bro,
broken.
no,
the
Allah
Ten
said in the Quran.
Commandments.
Bro,
you know?
no, Allah said in the Quran. Allah said that whoever kill a soul unjustly, unjustly, then Allah's curse be upon him. So in Islam, yes, we have that law. Do not kill as well. However, the killing that Allah is speaking about here, kill against your enemies, which you believe is okay. When it comes to Jesus, when he's going to come back. So I'm saying, no, before we go to this subject.
No. Let me get a word in. Why did the hadiths talk about torture and killing when Muhammad was sent as a mercy to mankind?
Yeah.
He's sent as a mercy to mankind.
Check the-
Agreed?
Yeah.
So why is the hadith talking about torturing people and killing people?
Okay, now-
If he's a mercy to mankind.
Can I answer now?
He wasn't a mercy to Kurtha.
Okay, can I
He
answer
wasn't
now?
a mercy to Kinana. He wasn't a mercy to the dancing girls. He wasn't a mercy to
Dancing
many
girls?
people. The dancing girls who criticised him and he had them killed.
Okay, now. Okay, have you finished?
One of the companions who came to him and said, if I go and kill this guy for you who criticised you, I have to lie. And what did Muhammad say? Yes, go ahead, you can lie.
Okay,
What the hell?
I'll let you speak.
I can lie in front of God?
Okay.
What?
Okay,
Anyway, I've got to tell the truth.
No,
as I see
no
it.
problem. Yeah, it's good. Now, step by step, I'll let you speak, so don't cut
Okay,
me.
all right,
Because
go on, I'll
your
let you
God
talk,
in that Bible, he lied. Jesus said, I don't know the hour when he, as God, knows the hour, so he's lying. You know clearly. So you God lied. Prophet Muhammad is not God.
Wait a minute. So you're saying Jesus lied?
Yeah, according to you,
Hold on a minute. Isn't
he's
Jesus
not let me
one of your
finish.
beloved
Let me
prophets?
finish.
Isn't
You have
Jesus
to let
one
me
of your
finish.
beloved
Allow me to
prophets?
finish. No, for the sake of argument, according to your
You've
book,
got
I
to be
said.
careful, Shamsi, because
I said according
to
to
say
your
that
book.
Jesus lied,
I
that
said
is strong.
according to your book.
That is strong.
Okay.
You know?
Now allow me to finish my point. Now Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this guy Rabia, may Allah guide us and guide him. He's doing straw man arguments. Where he's saying Prophet Muhammad, he's just doing what? Tactic of the gun doubt. That's just step by step we do with it. Allah mentioned clearly in the Quran, those who never fight us because of our religion, to be good to them, be kind to them. How come this verse?
929.
It's not, look, it's not let me finish.
929.
You let me finish. But my
Jews and Christians fight
not let me finish.
until they accept. Contradicts with 2256. No compulsion.
It's not let me finish. If you're gonna speak to him, it's not let me finish. But it's not let me finish.
ISIS.
Okay, ISIS. Okay, ISIS as I don't want to go too many points. That's last week that argument I had with one brother like that. When I want to deal with one point, he bring another point. I'm ready to destroy every point. I'm proud to be Muslim because Islam is the truth, and I'm proud to speak to you with every point to destroy it and dismantle it.
No, but we
allow
as
me to finish with the condition.
we
Allow me to
want
finish.
Bring you guys out
Okay.
of the hellfire.
Yeah, to another hellfire.
Because when you get to the gates,
Not
you're
to
going to say,
hellfire.
wait a minute,
Yeah.
a warner,
Allah-
a
He's not gonna let me
warner, a
finish.
warner was sent to me
He's not
at
allowed me to
Speaker's
speak.
Corner.
Prophet
and I never
Muhammad,
listened.
look, I'm
I
gonna
just
finish.
mocked him. I
Prophet
never
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never killed no one unjustly. Rather,
Well, there's plenty of hadiths
it's not let me
that
finish.
say
It's not let me
opposite.
finish.
Plenty of hadiths that say
It's not let me to
opposite.
finish.
That he killed and tortured many people.
Anywhere the viewers can see
and
that
he was
many of them.
supposed to be a
he's-
mercy to mankind.
he's not. Can I speak now? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Shake
Thank
Google,
you.
shake Google.
It's embarrassment. Google is not. Anyway, look. I'm saying the Christian, they have no leg to stand on. Because your God said kill babies and children. I will challenge you in front of everyone here. Bring me one verse or one hadith. Allah said to Prophet Muhammad, go kill babies and children. Don't tell me about something else. My question to you, which everyone can understand, even a donkey. One verse, one hadith, where Allah or Prophet Muhammad said, go kill babies and children. Go slaughter them. When you come to your time.
Well, from memory, there's a young boy. I can't remember why he was killed.
Yeah, a
but
black boy.
They killed him for some reason in the hadith.
Yeah, he's just making it up.
No,
He's
no,
making
no,
it up.
no, I read
He's
it
making
in
it up.
hadith.
Yeah, you read many things, to be honest. You just always take it from Google. How can I take you serious?
look,
if you take information
no,
from
look,
Google.
listen,
Allow me to finish my point.
I
No,
appreciate
Look,
that-
it's a time for
No,
Maghrib.
no, no.
I have to go.
Okay.
Remember, I'm fasting.
I appreciate.
You have to go.
I've got to go because I don't like to be called liar. So.
Okay, I'm not.
right.
Okay.
Take care, take
you need
care
to
of
run,
yourself.
you need to run. That's right. Anyway, look, you need to run. That's right. Look, why the Christians they have a problem with Surah Al-Mumtahina? Surah Al-Mumtahina is a clear verse. Allah said, as for those who never fight you because of your religion.
Hello, this man said Jesus.
I'm not finished.
Let me
Please,
say one thing.
but
One.
please.
one
You just
thing
told
I'm
him, let me finish, please.
No, one thing I'm saying.
Allow me to finish, please.
I
Allow
wanna
me.
tell you what he said.
After. Allah mentioned whoever.
What did he say?
Why are you doing that?
I'm not talking.
Allah said whosoever. Allah mentioned whosoever, Christian, Jewish, atheist, Hindu, Sikh, if they never fight against you because of your religion or take you out from your houses, Allah said what? Be good to them. Be kind to them. Be generous to them. What Allah said after that, as for those who want to fight you because of your religion and they want to take you out from your houses, then fight them. Okay, that's a clear verse. It's just every country in the world, Britain, America, they have a right to defend themselves. But how come when it comes to Islam or the Muslims, no, it's forbidden? You see hypocrisy. You see, so this guy here, he came to me as a sincere person, asking question, but when I put him in the big problems, that listen, you go and kill babies and children. Do you know why? In Samuel. Do you know the reason? Because something happened 500 years ago. Imagine I tell you go kill babies and children of the French. If you tell me why, Shamsi, I said, you know, French people 500 years ago, they did something. You're gonna tell me, no, brother. They have nothing to do with that 500 years ago. Let alone they are children and babies. So how dare you speak out? You know, last week I said I'm not gonna come down. But I should not let the people, Islamic haters, let against Islam Speakers Corner. So I said, you know, let me come down to defend the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So all these verse hadith, which he may come some hadith. Yes, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, those who try to harm him, try to kill him, he fought against them. As a mercy to mankind, yes, if you believe in him and follow his teaching, then you enter to paradise. Mankind, those who believe in him, not those who reject him. Okay? So in Islam, I mentioned that too many times. I conclude with this because as everyone knows, I'm fasting today. Alhamdulillah. War in Islam, it was legislated out of necessity, extreme necessity. The proof of that, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was for 13 years in Mecca. His companions were killed. One of the first martyrs in Islam was a woman, Sumayya, yes? And they harmed him, and he was patient. Then he migrated from Mecca to Medina. Okay, you don't want me to stay with you? I'm going to leave. What they did, they went after him, tried to kill him. Every person with a sound intellect will say you have a right to defend yourself. But the Christians, when God said to kill babies and children, they have no problem with it. But they have a problem with someone who is defending himself. How can we deal with people like this? Do you know why? Because they are missionaries. They're not sincerely seeking the truth. So yes, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ mentioned the hadith clearly. Do not kill women and children. Clear a hadith alayhi salatu. So I would advise anyone out there who are sincerely seeking the truth, do not listen to Fox News or DCCI or the other liars. Alhamdulillah, go to a website called IslamAgainstExtremism.com by a brother called Abu Iyad Amjad Rafiq. For the non-Muslims here, go and read it. We've been warning against ISIS for many years. Our scholars in the early 80s, they warned against Bin Laden when America was the best friend of Bin Laden. Because some English people here and some Americans, they're miskin, they're innocent people. They say Islam terrorism. No, we warned against terrorists long time ago. When your country was supporting Bin Laden, we warned against Bin Laden. One of the scholars, Ben Baz, Saudi scholar, in the 90s, early 90s, and historically speaking, in the 90s, America was the best friends of Bin Laden and Taliban. So alhamdulillah, even we have our stores every weekend called CC Da'wah. We are out there calling people to Islam and explaining that Islam has nothing to do with extremism. Rather, there is many American historians and professors that they said ISIS killed more Muslims than anyone else. ISIS are the biggest enemies of Islam. Do you know who loves ISIS? Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson is a mufti, you know, is a mufti. A mufti is someone who gives verdicts to the people. Tommy Robinson is the best friend of ISIS. I will believe, without any doubt, Tommy Robinson will give him money and he will aid ISIS with the money just for ISIS to stand out there, to give Islam bad name. Literally. Likewise, the Islamic haters here. As I mentioned, I'm fasting. My mouth's getting dry. So I have to go. And may Allah bless you. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us aid to fast the month of Ramadan the way please Him. And thank you for listening. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much.